That made you jump a little higher when you heard the ball coming at you.
Yes, it did.
The Duckpin bowling course is a smaller ball, not much bigger than a softball. And it didn't have holes, you just cupped it in your hand and threw it. When we were only 10 or 11, I don't know how we scrambled from alley to alley like we did.
Well, he was the only one went from alley to alley.
Yeah, I must have been a quick little fellow.
Because after a while, 10-year-olds had a hard time jumping up here and getting out of the way.
And we do today, too.
Now it's worse.
We got 5 cents a line back then for setting pins, and if we had to get, after a league night, we'd make $1.50. I remember that.
Yeah, that was good money back in those days.
The movie was 9 cents down at the hall. We could get in the movie for 9 cents. Yeah. So we'd make enough money to go to the movie, get a tin roof, give us a little pocket change.
Well, for a quarter, you could go to the movie and get some popcorn and a drink for a quarter. And then they raised it to 11 cents. And then we couldn't use a quarter to get everything we wanted anymore.
So a lot of times they'd throw that ball before you get the pins. We'd have to get down and get the pins out of the alley, and you'd look up and the ball would be coming. So you had to get up on this bench just pretty quick.
Well, of course, you had to remember whether it was first ball or second ball.
Yeah.
I did start set pins sometimes, and they'd be yelling at me, "Hey, we got throw another one."
Some of them would throw really hard, and it would come blowing through there. And Brother Dave, he was saying last night, I talked to him, and he said he would sometimes move that 5-pin off the spot just a little bit for that fellow. So then when he did throw hard, he's definitely going to get a split.
I remember when some of the guys would throw too hard. Shorty was the manager of the place, and he'd yell at him, and "Take it easy on my pin setters." And the Potter Historical Foundation owned the building and the flea market below it and the soda fountain next door. And we rented out probably an average of 3 or 4 times a week.
We come up as a car club. We belong to a car club, and we rent it usually once a year. And so I still get to sit some pins. I haven't left totally, I guess, It's just a little harder to get up and down, and I definitely don't do 2 lanes.
And next door at the soda fountain is the home of the Tin Roof Sunday. So that was originated there back in the 20s. And that's our claim to fame for the soda fountain. Kind of neat at night, we have a black light back here. And these pins just happen to glow in the dark.
Now that I didn't know.
Okay. Stick with me, someday you'll be as smart as me.
We got to make it quick.
And it might have stayed open a little bit longer, but Shorty, the guy that was running the place, there was the old radiator heaters from the steam, and instead of turning them down when it got warm, he would open the windows. And the guy that owned the place from downstairs kept telling him not to do that, turn the valve down, and he came up one time and Shorty had just opened all the windows again. He said, "That's it." He closed down the alley in '51.
Is that right? I didn't remember how it got shut down.
Anyway, we were out of business.